Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. But before we do continue in today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's just recently supported the channel. We've grown massively over the last couple of days since we've come back. We did lose around about like 40 followers when I stopped uploading, and now we've gained over 50 new followers. So that's just in 9 days, so that's just absolutely fantastic. So everybody who has resubscribed or everybody who is new, I just say welcome back to the channel, welcome to the channel. I try to bring out Leeds United content on a daily basis if possible. If not, obviously it'll be a couple of times a week as well. So we're getting closer and closer to 1.5k subscribers, so if it would be an honor to ask if you would subscribe to the channel so we can get 1.5k subscribers. So as you can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about Phil Hay's comments on obviously the loan deals, which obviously regards Rasmus Christensen. This obviously regards Robin Koch, Brendan Aronson, and maybe obviously future transfers as well. Obviously I want to just give my opinion on it and just go from there. I can't disagree with the man, because I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here. I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was pretty much going on about, like, in the Premier League, you've got to be a certain standard, and he feels like Robin Koch and Brendan Aronson more so were two players who was to be brought in to be able to sell on for bigger value in the future. And unfortunately, I don't really think that worked out. I mean, when Wöber came in, Robin Koch and Wöber were a fantastic partnership, and we was all saying, wasn't we, that the partnership in the future was going to be Robin Koch and Wöber as well, because obviously Wöber, with his communication skills, his leadership skills, it just made Robin Koch seem to just have that little bit more discipline, you know, and I like that. Overall, when he's on the ball, I don't really feel confident. I don't really feel confident in his inability to play out from the back. That's just my opinion. I know Frankfurt have re-signed him now on loan, and I don't know if there's going to be an option to buy at the end of the season. Obviously his contract is due in a year, so we're going to have to watch that space. And then obviously Union Berlin or something has now officially signed Brendan Aronson on loan, and Phil Hay was coming out and saying that if players like Brendan Aronson or Robbie Koch decide to go out on loan, then do they deserve a chance when they get back into the Premier League? And I personally say no. I don't think that Brendan Aronson or Rasmus Christensen or I don't know, Diego Llorente has been sold now, or Robin Koch should come back to Leeds United thinking that they are better than the Championship, when in hindsight I personally don't think they're as good as they make out to be. I mean, the Championship would have been an absolutely fantastic experience for Brendan Aronson, more so because obviously he's only 21 years old. He does need that experience. He's only been playing in the Premier League for 1 year now. So to me, I personally think if a player goes out on loan, all because of the fact that they've gone down a league, then I think that they should walk away. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you think of it. Personally, I don't think Brendan Aronson is good enough. I personally don't think Rasmus Christensen is good enough anymore. And as well, I want Robin Koch away from the club too, because he's come out and pretty much said that he doesn't want to be Leeds United. He doesn't want to be part of Leeds United's future. So that's it. Get him off the books. Get him to a different club. And as well, it's like I'm surprised that Manchester United, was it Napoli, and then I can't remember another big club, and or Tottenham as well. No, Newcastle, that was it, Newcastle, all coming in for this player. And I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, well, how is Robin Koch, out of the defenders that we have, attracting the most attention from bigger clubs? And it doesn't make sense, you know. So to me, I completely agree with what Phil Hay has got to say. I mean, it's a smart move by the 49ers, or who Radrazani, whoever made the contract together. So obviously it helps Leeds United with the EFL rules, when it comes to wages and stuff like that. Of course, Rodrigo's pretty much going. We know Brendan Aronson's off the books now. Llorente's off the books now. Robin Koch's off the books now. Mark Rocker, he's supposed to be joining Real Betis, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Then obviously there'll be Junior Firpo, Meslier as well. I don't know what's happening with him, but I think he wants away from the club too. So if we can get rid of these players on big wages and bring in players who are on a smaller wage to be able to fit the criteria in the Championship for the Premier League season, then that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, we all know that there's a 60% cut, isn't there, when it comes to to the wages, and that was very smart by Radrizzani or the 49ers or whoever made these contract dealments. It was very smart. So obviously whoever wanted to drop down is going to be here for the next future. But yeah, Phil Hay, he has pretty much come out and said that people who are going out on loan shouldn't really be coming back now and wanting a chance to play in the Premier League if that is the case. And what do you guys think? I personally agree with him. I personally think, like, if you are going out on loan, you think you're bigger than the club, then I think that you should be sold in the upcoming future. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll hope to see you then.